seem to be a very spiritual man. Of course, surfing. Yeah. You don't have a choice. You know, this is what life is really about. Like, what made you start surfing? How did you get into this?
Live life, yeah.
Shoes, bruh. I ain't never been a coupe, bruh. I'm juiced up. Catching vibes, feeling high like I blew up. And I ain't tripping on the clue clubs. They ain't even got a clue, bruh. I'm just cruising. Straight cruising. South Shore just cruising. Venice Beach making moves, huh? And when I'm surfing, it's so heavenly. I'm one with the sky like I'm one with the sea.
Well, it all started from biking, and from biking, I met this guy named Cody. Shout out to Cody Chenard, and cool dude from Vermont. He's Canadian, so you know he's just good vibes. He was a super earthy guy, and he just always wanted me to try different stuff. Like I used to ride the bike, but I only rode in the streets. He was like, man, let's mountain climb. Like, let's ride on mountain bike. Let's do this. I'm like, bro, like, I don't think you know me. Like, I don't do this shit. Like, I'm surprised I even bike. So we used to always go to the beach because he stayed right by the beach. And he was like, bro, get in the water with me. I'm like, bro, no. He was like, you don't know how to swim? I'm like, yeah, I know how to swim, but why am I going to get in the water? He's like, come on, bro. I was like, no. Kept going for like a week or two. Come on, bro. Nah. And then one day I was just going through some stuff. And I was like, I'm going to go in the water with you today. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah, man. And this is during winter. And we in board shorts. Freezing cold. When I tell
Old school style.
Yeah, when I tell you I got in that water and my whole world changed, I was like, all right, when we going back in the water? Tomorrow. We used to literally at sunset go to the beach, hop in the water for like 10 minutes,
wow,
and get out. Feet frozen, cold, but it was worth it because that
something
feeling.
About it's renewing, it's healing. Like, as soon as you enter the water, it's like nothing else matters, and the whole world is shedded off of you. It's like that energy.
Yes.
Something about the salt water is healing. It just completely cleanses.
And takes away the bad stuff.
It does.
So I automatically felt that, and I was like, yo, like literally 2 years ago, I never hopped in the water. I hopped in it once in Hawaii, but like literally I had never hopped in the ocean. I was always a pool swimmer. Loved doing backflips in the pool. But the ocean,
I didn't even know it's only been 2 years for you. You don't look like you've been only 2 years.
It's a long story, but I literally surf every day. So basically, from Cody getting me in the water, my homie Mandela. Are you familiar with Mario Van Peebles?
Yes.
Mandela, his son Mandela, who I met a long time ago. I did a movie with him. Long story, but he saw on Instagram I was posting a lot of videos of me in the water, just the love of the ocean. He was like, bro, I got an extra board if you want to learn how to surf.
Wow.
And I saw it, I'm like, here we go again. Like, y'all just keep trying, y'all want me to keep trying all this stuff, like, overwhelming me. And once again, I was going through some stuff. I said, you know what, bro? I'm going to do it. He was like, all right, bro, be ready at 4 in the morning. I was like, 4 in the morning? Like, bro, we can't surf at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. He's like, nah, bro, we surfing when the sun's still down. And I was like, all right, man. I'm here waking up, walking on the beach. The sand was so cold. It was still night.
Don't you feel like, why am I here? What am I doing?
Yeah.
What is? And you're just led, right? And you're like, what the hell? Why did I listen to this person?
And it was so funny because he gave me a wetsuit. He was like, change it to this. I was like how? He's like, you gotta take your clothes off and get into it. I'm like, but bro, don't you be wearing this? Like, I'm pretty sure you peed in this. He's like, bro, just do it. So, long story short, from the day I got in there, the first time I got in there, I saw 3 dolphins swim by.
Wow.
And I was just like, wow.
Now that was like the vibration of angels telling you that you are meant to be here, right?
And I tell people that all the time. I saw 3 dolphins the first time I got in there.
Wow.
And I remember he was like, go for some waves, try this. I was like, nah, I'm just chilling. I was just like this. Like, wow, looking at the water, hopping off the board, swimming around. Like, I didn't care about surfing. The board was just my flotation. And slowly but surely, kept doing it. Started watching videos on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to really do it. You know, and the funny thing is, I got scared because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to be a surfer. I thought I was gonna be a bodyboarder. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to pop up. I can't do it. It's too hard. And I know people who are bodyboarders, so I'm like, damn, am I gonna be like one of them? Nothing against them, but I was like, am I gonna be like one of them? Am I not the chosen one to surf? And I'll never forget, one day I stood up and I was like, all right, that's all I needed. That was confirmation.
Yes.
I'm a surfer. And I haven't looked back since. That's why. Split the fist right soldiered. A cool cat, hella focused. Spit all facts cause I wrote it. Two closed, third open. One love, all I'm showing. My interest is dripping in oceans. My living is different, you notice. Me and Yodi rolling, coding. Even Soraya be rolling. We getting high as we winning. Living the highest of moments. Switch flows, now we're off of that. Real love, no heart attacks. Here to pay. Even in the whitewash, you pop up, but you're like popping up this way, so you're falling this way, you're falling this way. I wanted to just catch it and just like, okay, I'm right. I didn't care about going this way or doing that, and like even now, like if you watch me surf, I catch it and I might pump, but I don't really care about that technical surf. I watch those old school people surf, and that's surfing to me.
I agree. I love the old school. That's why I love a longboard. I love the old school as well.
I gotta try the longboard.
It's fun. How many boards do you have now?
I got 5 wave storms because everything I do is almost addictive to people. So when all my homies saw me surfing, it was like, hey bro, I'll try it out. It's like, well, I got 5 boards, pick one. I got like 10 wetsuits just from years, well not even years, just from, I know a dude who gets wetsuits for super cheap, and
You only been in here 2 years. You already got a quiver.
yeah, I got all kind of stuff. But as far as real boards, I only got one, but I got a gang of wave storms. Because I thought I was just going to be a wave storm surfer. I was like, you know what, this is cool. I'm going to just surf the wave storms. Let me get a bunch for me and my homies. And they only $100, so.
And you have a nice quad right here.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my boy, Rick Massey. Venice legend.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes.
He keeps, so right now, I'm under his wing. He keeps letting me use different boards. Shout out to the homie David. He let me use his board. Like, people just been like, here, try this board. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's one thing about when people do realize you're part of the culture. When you call to the ministry, it's like all of a sudden now you're hanging out. People like, hey, come to Sano with us. Come to San Clemente. Come to Orange County. Here, try this out.
Yeah.
Here, hang with us. Here, come with this environmental cause. It's like it's a family.
It's dope.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful. Helps us to tap out of this thing here.
This rat race.
Yeah, this rat race. And you seem to do it very well, you know, through your platform. You try to help people to understand what the bigger message is in life. And that's love, creating impact, giving back, supporting one another.
Yeah.
I get this from you, you know?
I don't want fame, but I do want people to hear my music because I know it can help them.
Well, you already have fame. It's just, you know, fame can be big, medium, small. Fame comes in different ways, so you already have it.
True.
You know, I think you meant that you don't want to have that where you have to be a drone.
True. But I just love that I can do this. Like, I think about, like, what if Justin Bieber wanted to surf?
Yeah,
He
the
wouldn't
cameras
even-
all around.
I just can't see it. Or when I used to ride my bike through every gang hood in LA, and people didn't even realize it was just cool. It was like I was one of them, and I've always liked that feeling because that feeling is true. I am one of them. Like, for example, if somebody's rapping about catching barrels and surfing 30-foot waves, but they've been doing it their whole life, I'm like, damn, that sounds like fun. I want to do this. So the thing I always did best was put myself in other people's shoes and see their perspective. So I see how people like this lifestyle. I could see how, you know, they depend on drugs, or they depend on everything external instead of going internal. Because to go internal, that's hard. So
That's
people,
when you real gotta do real work and where
Yes.
real power comes from.
and you really gotta.
And only the strong survive. Only the strong will survive.
So that's why I always tell people you can't have everybody woke. There has to be people that's asleep. You can't have everybody that's holy. There has to be evil. The sun can't shine all day. We gotta have the moon. So I understand the balance. It's an imbalance right now due to improper media coverage, improper just recognition. Like, we recognize all these people for doing so minimal to the people that's doing so much, but they don't even say it because they doing it just because they love it. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, I watch people, hey, film me, bro, I'm about to give this homeless guy some money. Why don't you put the camera down, give him some money, help him out, and just do that from the kindness of your heart, not because it might get on World Star.
Did I get some good waves? Well, I'm not a pier surfer. I don't like the pier. The only reason I'm here is because of you, Calvin. I do not like the pier. The pier is not for a longboarder.
You here for a reason, man.
But I did catch a couple of waves. It was fun, the waves I caught, and then I had to get out. It's low tide, and low tide
Somebody's
is
getting dragged out down there.
yes.
I'm like, dang, she getting further and further. I can't paddle all the way
Yes.
over there. That's
Oh, over there?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going that way.
oh.
I was going that way
I
on
thought
purpose. I started seeing the line. I was seeing a new way to come in because the water was shallow there, and I was trying to get that long right. I was trying to set myself up, so I was letting the current, the riptide pull me out.
Where I was at,
Yeah.
I caught probably the best rights I ever caught at Venice today.
I don't like the pier. I don't like going close to the pier because it feels like if after I wipe out, I'm getting slammed. So, or I can't get out as fast, and it's harder for a longboard than a short board.
Well,
I'm still on
whenever
rookie life myself on certain things.
you can try this board out.
I don't want to try that short board out with these
Not a
hips.
short board.
That is a short board.
I'm telling you.
That's a short board. If I can fit it in my front seat, that's a short board.
It's different though. I know what you mean. It's not
Short boarders always trying to make somebody ride one. No, I'm a hot dogger. Hot dogger, single fin life.
hot dog single fit.
What's some trips you want to take? You did go to Hawaii and you surf with
Edric,
Edric.
Yeah.
Edric, yes.
that's my boy.
Yeah.
I was under his wing for a long time.
He's awesome. Yeah, to see that you went to Hawaii to get your treatment, that's bomb. That's
So-
off the hook. It was like you was going like every other month.
Well, the end game is to move out there because, as you know, the waves aren't the best here.
I know.
I've learned so much here than I did in Hawaii, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because Hawaii, the waves too perfect, so you
Wow.
kind of it's a little too easy. That's why
Wow.
I say when I go to
I
Malibu,
need to go to Hawaii then. I need to go more.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
it's easy. Or just stay in Malibu. Like Malibu, when I catch a wave, I know I caught it. I know I'm gonna get a long ride. I like Venice because it's like a nail biter. Like, oh man.
Yeah, it's they good. Is it not?
Yeah. You kind of gotta like get to the drawing board and make your own little line. There's no line really given to you.
That is true. I know a lot of people who come here from Hawaii and they say, "Oh my God, it's so easy in Hawaii," and then they come to the Pacific Ocean and it's like,
Oh yeah.
welcome.
Whole different vibe.
It's a whole different thing.
It's real gritty.
Yes,
Real
it's
gritty.
gritty.
That's why I like this spot. I'm telling you, it just reminds me of football. Like
Some trips you like to take.
some trips. Well, I just recently came back from Mexico. I was by Rosarito. Loved it out there. The next place I want to go, Bali, just because.
Yes, I hear about Bali.
Just because it's a good vibe out there. I don't really want to go somewhere where it's like, horrible vibes, but the waves are good. Like, I'd rather have good vibes to good waves.
Yes.
That's why I like Hawaii. Like, everybody's cool out there. Even Mexico. Mexico was cool.
Don't be telling people about Mexico. We supposed to keep. I have to blot that out.
Keep
That's
it
the
low-key.
secret. Yeah, keep it low key, and then everybody start going there. Well, I know people been going for a long time because I get fussed at for telling where my locations is. The first 2 years I was in it, people are like, "Stop telling all your locations where you are." Then it gets overcrowded. And then people start showing up.
Well, listen.
But that's like the secret spot. That's the new secret spot
Well, this is why I started surfing, because I'm about to change the whole game. You know what I mean? I'm about to start something called Solo Amor, which means just love. And I want to push it in surfing because I see how these cats in Venice are, and I know a lot of them, thankfully, so I can push this new movement.
We have to, you know, you will get pushed around if you ain't a little bit tough.
Yeah, it's not right. And this one OG, he know who he is. I told him, like, bro, you keep talking to me like that means you want to fight. Like, I don't care who OG you are, what kind of legend you are. Like, from man to man, that means nothing. So I could get gangster, or I could just spread love, and I want to spread love. I'm done living that football life, you know. So I say all that to say, the movement I'm trying to push is love. You know, if you see somebody that hasn't caught a wave, let them catch a wave.
Because another one is coming.
Yeah. If you really on an ego trip, you want to catch every set wave, go to another point or another break. You know what I mean?
Wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning so you can be by yourself.
Yeah. Or surf at 8 at night, like I do. You know, 9 at night. The longest I've surfed was probably 10:30, 11 at night.
Wow.
And it was 3 or 4 guys with me. It was cool. So yeah, instead of saying locals only, love only. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Paddle with love. Why is it that we're all coming here to escape, but we're still going to another government? Like, we're trying to leave this government.
It's that privilege they trying to do out there, and I let them know privilege don't work over here. Like, I don't know what you heard in the world about the privilege thing, but I don't see your privilege, and it doesn't work.
But it's not even privilege, because they do that in Hawaii too. But they're more laid back with it. Here, it's a whole other thing. It's not privilege. It's more of a government or a pecking order. When we all know the land government we don't like and we're trying to get away from. So why would we go to y'all own government when this is supposed to be something we all have? And it shouldn't be, oh, you're the judge, you're the governor. Okay, let the governor get the set wave. Okay, now the people who's waiting in line can catch it now. Like, nah. It should be like, yo, that wave coming to you, get it. All right, I already caught this one. You can get the next one. I'm always like that. And then, I might be hungry and, you know, get a couple good ones because I see how they acting. And I know my little love speech isn't going to work on them. So I'm like, shit. At that point, it's a dog-eat-dog world. But for the most part, since I know the people I know at Venice, and I know they're OGs, and I know whatever they say people will listen to, I'm going to push that movement to them because this ain't right. And my kids are not going to grow up and do any of what these people are doing. They going to paddle with love. Like, none of that, oh, I live here, oh, this is my way.
Nothing pissed me off more than I live here or I'm from here. When somebody says that to me, I turn into a whole different BI. I'm the sweetest Aquarius hippie before somebody says I'm from here. Soon as they say that, I'm on a whole different mission. I'm like, oh, you built this? Oh, you're indigenous? Because if you ain't, you better stop talking to me because we about to get real grimy over here.
Yeah. The pros and cons that I've found about being black while surfing, a lot of people don't want to try it.
Yeah. Especially when they know we speak up. Especially when they know, and I give them the eye. Yeah, they know that, you know.
Like, if I'm paddling for a wave, even if I can't do the tricks or nothing, they looking at me like, he can get that one. And I'll be like, thank you. You know, I don't abuse it, but I'm definitely not gonna be punked by somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because, like you said, they live here. And it's a couple people that try to do it, but they don't really like come up to me. They just do it like in like kind of a little girl way. But
if it wasn't for Pot Lord, he had to threaten people and kick people's ass for like a whole year at Venice, at the breakwater for a whole year. To this day, people don't mess with me because of that. Like the first year, we was like, man, we was like we was in almost altercations every freaking week for 1 year. Now, people know me. They don't bother me as much. I feel much more relaxed, you know. But at first, it was totally different.
It's just breakwater is a different vibe.
Yeah.
They're like kind of stuck in the 1980s,
Yeah, they are.
70s.
And I'm here for it. Like, you wanna fight? Okay, let's move it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You talking to the right chick right now.
But
You know, this is ancestry. This is ancestry hands right here. This is these hands. They might be small, but there's some power that might come through the ancestry and blow some mouths out. But it doesn't never get to that point. At the end of the day, people end up realizing, why are we here? We're here to serve. We're here to love. We're here to let go of all this shit. We're here to let go of all this mental stuff. What can we do with the earth? What can we do to bring about more consciousness for environmental love and health and living longer and better and getting along?
it's like we all in this together. Like I even told this dude, because he went in on a wave with me. I was behind him. He was in front. He's like, man, sorry about that. I said, bro, I have fun doing that. I'm not that guy that's boom, bam, bam. I'm that guy that's right behind you, like, oh, we both on this. Oh, this is dope. This is dope. Okay. You know what I mean? So,
which is the way it's supposed to be. That's what they wrote in the old school party waves. It was the way you share a wave together. You learn how to share a wave and be on it.
together.
Yeah. And if you're really good, you can switch boards. You can switch boards while writing. That's the ultimate goal, is to surf together or crisscross. Yeah. That's when you really riding.
Yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Yes.
Because I know there's a lot of surfers out there like me, but they know that speech isn't gonna work. You know what I mean? Because they act so hard, but they're really not. Like a lot of those guys that act hard, I know them and I talk to them, and I look at them like, you're putting on the front, like talking to you on the land, you're a little nice guy, but somehow once you get in the water,
Yeah.
you're something you're not.
Yeah.
Why not be how you are on land as you are in the water?
Amen to that. Ashe.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm here to change the game.
Thank you for joining me.